stay dialed in so you don't start, your mind doesn't start drifting or something? What's the process for staying dialed in every play?
I think it's easy for me because I don't have a choice, because I don't know what's going on. So if I get distracted and I look around and start, playing with the fairies, I'll completely get lost. So I'm so nervous and locked in that I don't miss anything. I'll be attached at Mark's hip and I will not move anywhere from him. So, because when he's going out, I'm going out. So, yeah, I don't really have a choice. I have to stay focused, otherwise I get lost. So,
All right, we'll stay on your left with Seth and then go to Daniel.
Yeah, for you, I guess maybe more broadly, what makes a good long snapper, and then what makes Mark a good long snapper?
I think the one thing I've had, and I've had some very good long snappers in my 3 seasons that I've played, it's the obsession with the craft. All 3 of them have had that, all in their own different ways. But at some stage, with each one, they've told me something so specific in the way they go about their thing that I think to myself, you guys are crazy. And I think you need that mentality to be a specialist in general, but more specifically long snappers. It's such a particular craft, but I think it's just obsession with what you do. You can't not care about it. There's so much that goes into it, so I would say that.
Go to Daniel and Joe.
You and Mark are close, it would appear, right? He's just, I want to say he's from Georgia, you're from Australia. What is it that's kind of created, that type of bond between you guys?
A lot of Call of Duty. Yeah, a lot of video games. That always helps. We play Call of Duty, especially in fall camp when we got any time off. We'll sit down and play some COD, some Warzone. So as funny as that sounds, we've always been in separate lifts and separate workouts. So in the off season, we didn't really have the chance to bond, connect, apart from our pump sessions, kick sessions. But yeah, ever since Call of Duty we started, I added him on it, and yeah, we're as close as ever. I know his shortcomings, he knows mine. So yeah, that's kind of, as funny as that sounds, it actually has built the relationship a lot. So, being honest.
We'll go to Joe and then Zach B.
So it's coming to America. You've kind of been all over the country. Spent time in California, UCF. I mean, why IU? What stood out about Bloomington and really the staff?
I think for me, knowing that there was a pipeline here through James Evans, us pro kick boys, we do what we're told when it comes to the people who send us to the places. They know best. So when they say we think that IU would be a good fit, I trust them with everything. So besides from doing what I'm told, because they really know what they're doing, I think, and I said this in the last media, I said I've always loved basketball, and IU has always been a kind of a team or a school on the radar, especially when I was getting recruited for basketball. I would have done anything to come to IU and play. I just wasn't getting recruited at that level. So that's one thing. But I mean, the staff, Coach Kane, Coach Mack, a big part for me is I'm a little bit older. So, I'm getting old, I'm getting sore. I need better rehab and all that. And the guys here, even as far in as the nutrition stuff, we have the pills and shakes, we have the supplements, all that stuff. They just go the extra mile. And I can really see a big difference in how that's helped my knees recover and my back and everything that happens when you get older. So yeah, that I kind of saw that when I came on my visit. And, Dio made a joke to me when I got here. When I committed, he said, I told Coach Sig you committed because of me. And I've told him this, and to be fair, it was probably he had a bigger influence than he thought. So yeah, it's the program as a whole.
We're going to right to Zach B and then to Colin.
Mark called Frankie a glue guy. What's Frankie like on and off the field?
I think Frankie is a breath of fresh air. He's a very cruisy, just goes about it, takes things as they come. A lot of us boys, I know I am, we can obsess over things, and you make one mistake at practice and it sticks with you all day. If you train bad, you have a bad day. Frankie can come out, to his credit, he hasn't had a bad day yet, but he'll come out, have a bad kick, and you wouldn't even know. You'd think he's had the best day ever. So it's refreshing to see him, to see a teammate be able to go out there, perform, and if he doesn't, he just moves on. And I think that's, we'd all like to take a leaf out of his book. So.
Staying right with Colin and then Sammy.
You mentioned obsession with the craft in regards to long snapping. Would you say you have that for punting, and if so, when did that start, and how have you seen that develop in your time in the States?
Yeah, I think for me, growing up with Australian rules football, even from a young age, I've always just wanted to, even with our sport, end of practice, I'm always out there just trying to see how far I can kick the ball. And I always had a big leg, and so as you do as you're a kid, you show off, so you show off what you can do. So I'm always, after practice, I'm just kicking balls as far as I can. So I love just, it sounds funny, but I just love kicking footballs. So for me, it's never a chore to come out and kick. It's always, how can I better myself from the day before? What can I tweak? Because you can always get better. But yeah, it's the same thing. I'm just obsessed with kicking. I enjoy seeing where I'm having issues with and cleaning it up and getting better.
We'll go on your right, second row to Sammy.
Mitch, what do you need to do to be better to get to that next level?
Translating, I always say there's 3 levels. There's punt, and I think punting especially, there's a lot of pressure on you. Cameras are on you, people looking at you, everyone's watching. It's one thing to practice, to punt in practice with a little bit of pressure. It's another thing to take it into a game and punt with 50,000 people screaming at you. I can kick big balls in practice, that's fine. I can kick big balls on my own. Being able to hit a big ball in a game under pressure is a totally different kettle of fish. So being able to take that next step, especially with spirals this year, and in a new conference, just trying to, I guess, Big Ten football is known to be a special teams, a specialist league, and I know a lot of these schools are going to be bringing it. So being able to be quicker with my up times, get more hang on the ball, help my gunners. There are probably a couple of things that I need to probably try and perfect. But yeah, just being able to take it up from practice. Everyone's good in practice. It's much harder to be good in the game, and you can see that.
Anything else? If not, thanks, Mitch.